You are mute.
Yahoo! Namaste. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome, Andrea. Welcome, Masarita. Welcome. Shalai. Welcome, Ma Prem Samata. Let's we start our journey. Today we would do little. I would just put a small talk of OSHO. Then after we would do a new practice today little bit. Then we would usually go for our laughter meditation and other things. You can bring two chairs, both of you, and a little.
And they had ill.
Namaste, Masarita. I am little. Thank you for your presence. And this is Milena.
Yes.
Just 1 second. I am little making some setting. Yes. Yes. I am putting one of the very beautiful quotes of OSHO. It is in English. It is regarding how we can come out of physical difficulties and how we can grow more into better well-being and awakening. So OSHO's talk in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. माँ सरिता, मैं जो बताया आप समझ लिए? बिल्कुल नहीं। आप तो दीवानी बन गए ओशो के। और मैं ओशो की वो प्रवचन जो है ओम के ऊपर आधारित हैं, इंग्लिश में है। क्या करें, वो योगा का जो कमेंट्रीज हैं वो इंग्लिश में है, हिंदी में योगा के ऊपर नहीं बोले हैं।
कोई बात नहीं स्वामी जी।
वेरी गुड, वेलकम स्वामी। So let's we listen. So she does not understand so well English. So she is a very long time she is practicing, and she is a very beautiful seeker. Masarita. So let's we little listen also regarding how disease, how we can come out disease of the body. Just a small quote, but it is a long discourse. I am just putting a small essential way. I can share to the group the whole discourse today.
Inside to become a whole. But then there will be problems. If you go to the monasteries, you will find there all types of ill people. In fact, ill people only go there. A healthy person, you will ask what he has to do in a monastery. Ill people go there. Abnormal people go there. Something is basically wrong with them. That's why they escape from the world and go there. Patanjali makes it a first rule that you should be healthy. Because if you are not healthy, you cannot go far. Your illness, your discomfort, your inner broken circle of energy will be a stone in your neck. When you will meditate, you will feel ill at ease. When you would like to pray, you cannot pray. You would like to rest. A low energy level will be there. And with low energy, how can you go far? And to reach to God, and for Patanjali, God is the farthest point. Much energy is needed. A healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy being is needed. Disease is dis-ease. Dis-ease in the body energy. Om will help. And other things also we will discuss. But here Patanjali is talking about how Om, the sound itself, helps you inside to become a whole. For Patanjali and for many others who have searched deeply into human energy, one fact has become very certain, you must know about it. And that is, the more you are ill, the more sensual. When you are perfectly healthy, you are not sensual. Ordinarily, we think just the contrary. That a healthy man has to be sensual, sexual, this and that. He has to enjoy the world and the body. It is not the case. When you are ill, then more sensuality, more sex grips you. When you are perfectly healthy, sex and sensuality disappear. Why it happens? Because when you are perfectly healthy, you are so happy with yourself, you don't need the other. When you are ill, you are so unhappy with yourself, you need the other. And this is the paradox. When you are ill, you need the other. And the other also needs you when she or he is ill. And two ill persons meeting. The illness is not doubled, it is multiplied. That's what happens in a marriage. Two ill persons meeting multiply illnesses. And then the whole thing becomes ugly and a hell. Ill persons need others. And they are precisely the persons who will create trouble when they are related. A healthy person doesn't need. But if a healthy person loves, it is not a need, it is a sharing. The whole phenomena changes. He is not in need of anybody. He has so much that he can share. Ill person needs sex, a healthy person loves. And love is a totally different thing. And when two healthy persons meet, health is multiplied. Then they can become helpers to each other for the ultimate. They can go together for the ultimate, helping each other. But the need disappears. It is no more a need. It is no more a dependence. Whenever you have an uncomfortable feeling with yourself, don't try to drown it into sex and sensuality. Rather, try to become more healthy. Yogasanas will help. We will discuss about them later on when Patanjali talks about them. Right now he says, if you chant Om and meditate on it, disease will disappear. And he is right. Not only the disease that is there will disappear, but the disease that was to come in the future, that will also disappear. If a man can become a perfect chanting, so that the chanter is completely lost, only a pure consciousness, a flame of light, and all around chanting, the energy falls into a circle, becomes a circle. And then you have one of the most euphoric moments in life. When the energy falls into a circle, becomes a harmony, there is no discord, no conflict. You have become one. But ordinarily also, disease will be a hindrance. If you are ill, you need treatment. Patanjali's yoga system and Hindu system of medicine Ayurveda developed simultaneously together. Ayurveda is totally different than allopathy. Allopathy is suppressive of the disease. Allopathy has developed side by side with Christianity. It is a byproduct. And because Christianity is suppressive, allopathy is suppressive. If you are ill, allopathy immediately suppresses the illness. Then the illness tries some other weak point to come up. Then from somewhere else it explodes. Then you suppress it from there, then from somewhere else it explodes. But with allopathy, you go on from one illness to another, from another to another. But it is never ending process. Ayurveda has a totally different concept. Illness should not be suppressed, it should be released. A catharsis is needed. So Ayurvedic medicine is given to the ill person so that the illness comes up and is thrown out. A catharsis. So the beginning doses of Ayurvedic medicine may make you more ill. And it takes a long time because it is not a suppression, it cannot be done right now. It is a long process. The illness has to be thrown and your inner energy has to become a harmony so the health comes from within. The medicine will throw the illness out and the healing force will replace it from your own being. They developed Ayurveda and yoga together. If you are doing yogasanas, if you are following Patanjali, then never go to an allopathic doctor. If you are not following Patanjali, then there is no problem. But if you are following a yoga system and working many things in your body energy, then never go to allopathy because they are contrary. Then seek a Ayurvedic doctors or homeopathy or naturopathy. Anything that helps catharsis.
So it is a long discourse I have to share to the group. But just understand, he is saying that when we are following the yogasana, om, or any form of inner journey practice, then the healing system, which is more natural, which is more organic in nature, not chemical in nature, can support the healing process better way, and it will not distort the natural environment, the natural energy flow that has been created by your yogic practices. That is the only reason. But if you are not doing any form of yogic practice, so just go ahead. And another thing has to be remembered, he has told, so natural way of treatment is throwing out. It is a catharsis. So it takes a long time. So if there is some emergency for your physical health, definitely one should first to come to a stability has to take the allopathy system as an emergency care. When it is emergency care, allopathy is the best. But when it is a complete care, and there is a lot of question mark around allopathy system. Okay, what Master says. Okay, he is saying that if we are following Om chanting also, the diseases which are already in the body slowly to disappear, by enhancing the energy flow and working on the energy body and also consciousness body. And Yogasana is a similar way. Through the Yogasana, we deeply work on the physical and specifically internal organs, the circulatory systems, and glandular systems, endocrine glands, and also all the internal organs are beautifully taken care and moved into a deep exercise and cleansing process through Yogasana. Hence, Yogasana has its a very different form of healing the body. No other physical activity can taken care so deeply, so soothingly, so gracefully the way Yogasana or many therapeutic yogic practices are there which can help us to stay more healthy. And here also says healthy is nothing to do with the physical health. According to the all the alternative healing sciences, they see that physical health deeply connected with the energy body, what they call it prana, they call it chi, and there is different name. But the same thing what we call energy body. In modern medical science, we call it bioenergy. In yogic term, which is more refined form of bioenergy, that we call pranic energy. So which is when we refined the bioenergy through yogic practices, it turns into pranic energy, pranic flow, establishing the pranic flow. And one of the very scientific healing science, what we call acupuncture, based on completely and its whole system based on the energy meridian and energy channels. Yoga calls energy channels what called yoga nadis, energy path, energy channels, and Chinese system, the acupuncture, it says the meridians, and again it's energy flow. So the same thing. And the Yogasana, it is a deep work on the energy channels, energy meridians, and you would be surprised. I have gone through deeper study of Ayurveda, Marma therapy, the pressure point, and also this science of this acupuncture. So maximum points, Ayurveda, so acupressure, pressure point which call it marma point, and those points also deeply taken care by Yogasana. You would be surprised. So those points, when you do different form of Yogasana, those points get highly pressed, stretched. And it is a deep work on the energy body. Yogasana is more deep work on the energy body, deep work on the nervous system, deep work on the circulatory system, deep work on the digestive system, and superficial way, not superficial, it also has a deeper work on muscular system and the skeletal system. But its way of working is just opposite or from a deeper angle. When it comes to working through the yoga, the muscular and joints and bones, it is the most superficial act, which is the most prominent in other form of physical practice. Any form of athlete or a gym where their main focus in the muscles, bones and skin, which is. But when it comes to yogic asanas practices, it works, but it works from inside. And one does not have to misunderstand more. Through yogasana, one can build a good muscular body. No, more flexible body. And the more it comes through energetical dimension, pranic energy would be more available to that person. Through asana, pranayam, through mantras. And Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, they are Antarang Yoga, and they are more profound. They are not working on the only physical body, energy body, it is more superficial. And Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, they are direct work on our mental body, Manmaya Kos, and wisdom body, Vigyanmaya Kos, and the bliss body, Anandamaya Kos. So these are subtle, more profound, and they really control our life. More a person wise, more a person has more wisdom, person is more healthy, physically, energetically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. Person's understanding is low, he is mess in every affairs, physically, energetically, psychologically, emotionally. So when we work deeply on our mind, on our emotions, through higher yogic science that Patanjali call it Antaranga Yoga. So the first four, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, we call it Bahiranga Yoga, external, outside, more objective. It is just a preparation. The real yogic journey starts when we, from the fifth, the transition is Pratyahar, when attention turns towards the self. And when the attention turns towards the self, we started moving into the journey of dharana, one-pointedness, attentiveness. It is not focusedness, it is attentiveness, attending the self. And dhyan, it is transcending the body-mind. It is a transcendental state. And samadhi, it is a complete transcendental state. That means it is the state of self-realization. Hope this is clear to you. Just I have a little bit given a small introduction about yoga through OSHO's talk. He is talking about the therapeutic dimension. And here I would like to, because I have gone deeper into Patanjali Yoga Sutras and therapy dimension, you would be surprised. Rishi Patanjali has given 7 practices just to come out of this sickness. He calls it obstacles of yoga or obstacles of meditation. Also calls it obstacles of meditation. Patanjali calls it obstacles of yoga. Chitta Vikhepa. So to come out from the Chitta Vikhepa and to entering into Chitta Prasadam, it means the peacefulness, joyfulness of our state, our mind. From disturbed mind to one-pointed, peaceful mind, he gives only 7 techniques he talks about. That is in first chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Then other chapters, he only explains the path. He never talks about the technique. He just explains the path. What is asana, what is pranayam, what is dharana, what is dhyan, what is samadhi, and what are the outcomes of dharana, dhyan, samadhi, what he calls siddhi. So all these things he talks about, but he has not given technique. He has just given technique only for the from disturbed mind to peaceful mind or one-pointed mind. 7 techniques, and Om is one of the technique. Okay. And the breathing practice that we are doing, exhaling, 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 and it is from that Chitta Vikhepa to Chitta Prasadam. I have taken that technique from there. When you exhale, he calls it Prachardhana Vidharana Va Pranasya. So continuous exhalation and holding the breath. But I don't teach holding the breath in an online way, and also with a special way I teach in person. Because holding the breath for a common man, it is more stressful, anxious. So it is again not a teaching support. So person never give any technique which hold. You want to control. Okay? You want to more express, more release. And when you are pure, you just sit silently. Thank you. Let's start our practice. And I would to start this practice as you have listened through the breathing practice. Exhaling the breath, then after you would come to little om. Then after you would go to the laughter. So little bit hope would you enjoy today. New format, new practice. Let's. Masarita, if you are there, आप हो तो फिर हम अभी सांस के ऊपर थोड़ी सी काम करेंगे. पतंजलि जो ओशो जो बताते हैं ना, रोग जो शरीर में रोग हैं या मन में जो रोग हैं, वो रोग को छोड़ने के लिए, निकालने के लिए हम जो सुबह जो ब्रीदिंग करते हैं ना, खड़े होके सिर्फ सांस छोड़ते पर ध्यान करो, तो शरीर को ढीली और लचकीली रख के सांस सिर्फ छोड़ते जाओ और नाभि से पेट के नीचे और शरीर को ढीली और लचकीली रबर लाइक. लेकिन आपकी पैर जो है एक जगह पे रहेगा, पैर हिलेगा नहीं, लेकिन आपकी घुटने से लेके सारे ऊपर की बड़ी वो ढीला रहे, लचकीली रहे और वो हिले. Hope this is, I have little talked in Hindi because to give, and also there are many friends who are watching in Hindi. And they expect that I should speak little bit in Hindi. And you know India has a so big population, 150 crores. Poor America can come inside India. So let's we go through exhaling the breath. Beautiful music. And keep the whole body loose and flexible, emptying out. And do it in joyful way. This is our theme. Not to be serious, okay, but be sincere. Sincere, but not to be serious. Joyful way, keeping the whole body loose, emptying out, exhaling out. The breath 10 minutes. And you can also, second step is, with each breath, you can feel you are exhaling out your thoughts, your feelings with each exhalation. And if you little keep attention with your each breath, you are emptying out your thoughts, then the practice would be more deeper at your psychic level, at your psychological level. You can work deeply on your mind, on your emotion. And the practice I am giving, it is more working deeply on the mind and emotion. Even Patanjali has given. Patanjali has said that when your mind is disturbed, when your mind is agitated, when your mind is sick, negative, pessimistic, depressive, anxious, at that moment you exhale out, exhale out, exhale out. And you can little keep awareness while exhaling out the breath. You can exhale out whatever holding in your head, whatever holding in your heart. It is not heart, on your belly, in form of a fear, in form of insecurity, in form of anger, in form of jealousy, in form of hatredness, in form of sexuality. All are there in our lower abdomen. Hence, Masters OSHO and Lao Tzu, the Chinese master, they always ask to empty out the breath from the lower abdomen. At the same time also, they prefer more the lower abdominal breath. When breath is lower abdominal, we become more innocent, a big vital force arises to us. At the same time, all our emotions, fear of death, possessiveness, holding the body, attachment to the body, attaching to the people, attachment to the things, slowly drop down. So exhalation is one of the miracle practice. It would detach from the body, it would detach us from the mind, it would detach us from our emotions, would be little stand aside. And once we little stand aside from our own thoughts, own feelings, then the big problems start dissolving, melting. And whole problem is attachment. Attaching to the body, attaching to the things, attachment to our own thoughts, attachment to our own feelings. This is the real sickness, or mother of all sickness, और मदर ऑफ ऑल मिजरी. सारे रोग की, सारे दुख की कारण हैं शरीर के साथ तादात्म, मन के साथ तादात्म और अपने भाव के साथ तादात्म. जितनी हम शरीर को पकड़ के बैठेंगे, मन को पकड़ के बैठेंगे, विचार को पकड़ बैठेंगे, इतनी दुखी होते जाएंगे, इतनी बीमार होते जाएंगे. So more we hold our thoughts, our feelings, our body, we become more sick, more miserable, and more, you can say, hell we create to ourselves. But we are expert enough to throw the responsibility on others. That person has created, that situation has created. तो अच्छी से याद रखें, सारे बीमारी मन की, भाव की, शरीर की बीमारी की जड़ जो हैं हमारी तादात्म्य, अटैचमेंट. Thank you, beloved. Let's, I have explained whatever best possible way. Please stand up. Emptying out, exhaling out the breath. Keeping the whole body loose and flexible. शरीर को जितनी ढीली लचकीली रखे और सांस छोड़ते जा. Keep your whole body loose and flexible. Just emptying out the breath. Keep on emptying out, exhaling out. Very good. One by one, only focusing exhalation. Yes. Emptying out, exhaling out the breath. Your whole attention on emptying out. With each exhalation, emptying out your thoughts and feelings. Continue. Now silent, restful, calm, quiet. Stand in a silent way. Just look within. Feel the stability of the body, stability of the breath, stillness of the breath. Stay restful, silent, stable, still. Just watching, observing, a silent observation, no analysis, no judgment, a pure silent look to your inner stability, inner stillness. Now slowly sit down. We will do few Om chanting. Sit in a restful way, spine erect. Let your feet, if you are sitting on the chair, let your feet well connected with Mother Earth. Restful, silent. Listen to this chanting and start producing your Om sound more in a restful way, relaxed way, in a morning voice. Listen to your own sound. While producing the Om sound, go on loosening, relaxing your body. Produce in a restful way and produce the sound into your heart center, into your lower abdomen. Be mindful of your own sound, your own chanting into the heart center, into the navel area.
Oh.
One more time. One more time. Just remain silent. Listen to your inner sound, inner silence. Feel, observe the effect of the practice. Allow this powerful insight to move deeper into your heart. Leela, Leela, life is just a play.
Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha.
Leela, Leela.
Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha. Leela, 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 Leela.
Oh, hey, hey, Leela, Leela. Leela, Leela. Leela, Leela. Oh, Leela, Leela. Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha. Leela, Leela. Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha.
Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha. Leela, Leela. Life is just a play. Ha 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 ha. Leela, Leela. Leela, Leela. Leela, Leela. What a play. Leela, Leela.
Close your eyes and feel your body to be completely frozen.
Completely relaxed.
This is the right moment to look inward with your whole life energy. Rush towards the center of your being. Your total consciousness is needed to become just an arrow, forcing itself deeper and deeper, faster and faster, with an urgency as if this is going to be your last moment on the earth. Without this urgency, you will never be able to reach to the center of your being. That is the point from where you are connected with the cosmos. And that is also the point which transforms you into a Buddha, into an awakened one. That is also the point when you learn you are immortal. You have been here always and you will be here always, whether in body or no body. The moment you reach to the very center, you are no more. The Buddha is. The only quality that Buddha has is pure awareness, consciousness, witnessing. Witnessing is a key word for all meditators. Witness that you are not the body. Witness that you are not the mind. Witness that you are only a witness.
Yes, your peace. Share your peace, share your joy through celebration, through dance, share
We
your
are
love.
invited guests on this planet, just passing through for a short time. We are given the opportunity to live as totally as possible, celebrating, making love. And thanking existence for giving us this earth to dance on. And since we must be, why not be all the love that we are able to be? And by being so, bring more peace and love to everyone and everything. I am convinced that the love that we share today is the love that future generations will inherit. Why not be all the love that we are able to be? Our responsibility is to love now.
Mouth We are one in the infinite sun, forever and ever and ever. We are one in the infinite sun, forever and ever and ever. We are one in the infinite sun, forever and ever and ever.
Slowly sit down in Vajrasana. Relax, restful, silent. And slowly bow down. Surrender. Pranam Mudra. Sarva Svikar Samarpan. Whole body loose, restful. Soft, gentle breath into your lower abdomen. Restful, silent. Surrender. Slowly come back. Again, one more time. Go down. Surrender. Let go. Relax. Slowly come back. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your presence, for your sharing. Thank you. थैंक यू माँ सरिता, आपकी उपस्थिति और आपकी जो भी सारे सबके साथ शेयर किए हैं. थैंक यू, थैंक यू स्वामी प्रेम विस्मय. थैंक यू मिलेना. थैंक यू एंड्रिया. थैंक यू your Prem Samata. Thank you Salai.